Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever and whenever you are joining me here. I want to thank you and welcome you to the Machine Learning in Python and Jupyter for Beginners course. Now, you might be sitting there saying, okay, wait a minute, why is Dave introducing me to another course? Aren't I in his course? And you're absolutely right. I've actually developed this, and I'm going to be putting this into the Machine Learning for Data Sciences course. And the reason for that is because, I noticed that people were still having a little trouble connecting the dots. They weren't quite seeing how to put things together and understanding, really how do you go from a machine learning problem to a machine learning solution. So, I've talked about it and I've given lots of examples and lots of different theory things in how that happens, but I want to bring that to life with a real world example. So in this course, within the course, I'm going to introduce you to that, and I'll invite you to get hands-on with me in terms of developing a machine learning application. So yet again, I know that in my course I've introduced myself, but I do want to say, with some enthusiasm, why the backyard data scientist? Like, what's the story with that? And the reason why I call myself the backyard data scientist is that I want to invite people to have an experimental mindset, The backyard is the place where you might launch rockets or make other fun science things that you get to build and you get to enjoy, and it helps with your particular learning, right? Too often I think we're looking at things and restricted by things looking pretty or what have you, and really science is about ugly experiments. It's about just getting in there and doing things. And that's what the backyard data scientist is all about. It's about, simplifying concepts so that things are accessible to everyone, but also bringing that joy and that playfulness and that understanding in play. So I'm really excited to have you enjoy this course within the course. Now, with that sort of hands-on mentality, I want to invite you to grab something called Anaconda, okay? Now, you can grab Anaconda 5.2, 5.1, whatever's available, but it has to be 5. something, and it has to be the Python 3 version. And I'm going to download this with you live while we are doing this course. So I'll pull this in, and later on we're going to install it as well. And I'll invite you to also grab the data set. Now let's go ahead and do that right now. So here I am in my computer, and I'm going to download Anaconda and the 3.6 version. So again, www.anaconda.com, and I'm going to download the 3.6 version and the 64-bit installer, which is appropriate for my machine. I'm also going to jump over into the Backyard Data Scientist, and this is the location where the data set's at, and I'll grab that data set. Now there's some other things that are present here as well. You can grab the Machine Learning in Python and Jupyter for Beginners installation file, which shows you how to install it, but I will be doing that in this particular course as well. And there's also the Python 3.x cheat sheet, which is useful for those that want to learn Python, and I'll be covering a crash course in Python in the course as well. And finally, there's all of the code examples that I have present for the course. So those are the things that I have available on the site, and I've just started to initiate the download of those. So getting back to it, if you haven't got those already, go ahead and download them. And the data set is also going to be in the course resources, so you can grab them from there as well. Now these you can get anytime. You can get the cheat sheet, the sample Jupyter notebooks, and I'll explain what notebooks are, and the Anaconda installation configuration guide. But honestly, if you're following along with me, you're not going to need that. You can follow along with me. Now, I love teaching all over the world, and with my courses that I have close to 40,000 students in 162 different countries. I've got students in India, Taiwan, the United States, Poland, and Egypt. I'd absolutely love to know where you're from and, what continent you're joining us from, whether that's Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, South America, Antarctica, Australia, or Oceania. Welcome wherever you're coming from. Toss me a line in the course forum.